Where we lock and load. Where we lock and load. Allen Pass. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock and load. Welcome to another edition of the Allen Powell Show. Got a locked and loaded show for you. The guys are in the building. Vic, KC, got Tell the Truth making his return to the show, asking for residuals and all this other stuff because your face is on the intro. I appreciate you coming back today, brother.
No problem. I still need my NIL check sent over.
Let's get to some topics, man. We're going to talk about Shedeur Sanders. Browns got a new head coach. Belichick didn't get in the Hall of Fame, but the big news popping right now is Giannis. Giannis basically told him, without making it a big deal, that it's time for him to go. Ain't nothing popping in Milwaukee. Get me up out of here. And so me and Tail, Vic, me and Tail were just talking about, like, possible destinations of where he might go. And my first thought was, I hope he don't go to the Lakers. At the end of the day, I hope he don't go there. We heard Rich Paul, make the comments on the podcast not too long ago, oh, we should trade Austin Reeves for Jaren Jackson Jr. That could be an overplay for the underplay. He might say just a name out there. In all actuality, he might know something down the pipeline as far as Giannis might go. But it seems like it's finally coming to an end. Martell, I'm bringing it to you first, man. At the end of the day, where do you think he's going to go? Is he going to get traded during a trade deadline, off season? Where do you think he's going to go?
I know I listen to a lot of podcasts. It's really hard to make a trade in the end season with the new apron rules. Yeah. A lot of teams are afraid of that double apron. So it's not a lot of suitors out there I can see him going to. I think if they want to do well by Giannis, which I think the Bucks will want to do, I hope he goes to Golden State. I would love to see Steph get another try. I think, if they gave up Jimmy Butler's contract and threw a couple more pieces in there, maybe a pick, Golden State could do it. So Golden State is my pick. That's what I would like to see.
But we also got to remember it got to make sense contract wise, picks wise, assets, and all of that stuff. I think Jonathan Kuminga is definitely the piece. He not even playing.
You could throw Jimmy Butler in there for the money too.
Yeah, but he tore his ACL.
It will be Milwaukee doing Giannis a solid. Like ask him where do you want to go?
That's a fair point because they said after, if he don't sign an extension, he can be a free agent. And they said wherever he go, they want to know if he gonna stay long term. Yeah. So that's a good point, doing him a solid. Vic, where you stand with it?
Yeah, man, you just said the key words, like everything aligning contract-wise, draft pick-wise. There's only maybe a handful of teams that could make that kind of move. I wouldn't mind seeing him go to the Spurs and hook up with Wemby. They got some young assets they can trade and some draft picks and the money and can take on the money and everything. So I wouldn't mind seeing him go play with Wemby.
That's another good one. I was thinking about that. And at first, I was like, man, I don't know if they'll work well together. Who going to play center? It's going to be Wemby. Will Wemby play center? They've been trying to keep him at the power forward for the most, but I know it's a small ball league and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm about to say they interchange. They'll be interchangeable. With Giannis' defensive presence, they're basically interchangeable.
Yeah. All right, Mike, what you think, man? Giannis, where you going, man?
I'm not sure where he's going, but Golden State, that was a good take. I'd like that myself. Man, San Antonio will be vicious, boy. He could somehow make that work, boy. That'd be nice. I'm really not sure, man. It might be a surprise team, but like you said, if Milwaukee want to do him a solid match, I think they own him that. So ask him, where he want to go, and maybe they can work something out with that team. You know what I'm saying? I hope he goes somewhere where he can compete for another title.
As an owner, though, how much of a solid you gonna do? Because you also trying to look out for the franchise. You see what I'm saying? So how much of a solid would you do? You want to make sure you get something back in return too, Mike. So what you think about that?
Oh yeah. I ain't just not gonna get him up for free, but I'm saying, let's say, I don't know, Charlotte can give me a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you don't want to go play down in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, you know, send him somewhere where they got something to offer, then you know he can still compete, you know, for a championship.
And that's the whole thing. That's the number one thing he said. You know, he want to play for a championship. So you want to do him a solid with sending him to a championship caliber roster, but you got to make sure you get them.
What does Minnesota have to offer?
Contracts. The only thing I can think of. Contracts.
Nothing. Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying. That was like one of the other teams, like the teams that can take on the money in contention. So he ain't gonna want to go there. I'm talking about some teams that are playing like over 500 and could use him to like put him over the top. That's why I said a team like the Spurs, team like Golden State, even though they're in the play-in right now, right?
Who is that?
Golden State. They're in the play-in right now, right?
Yeah,
they're playing territory right now, right?
The Clippers could be a nice Clippers.
It has been some reports that Miami, New York is involved as well. They already done shot they shot. Miami, New York. I think New York definitely got the pieces. You know, they got to get rid of like an Anunoby or Mikal Bridges, somebody like that. Maybe even Cat.
Yeah, they would contract wise, they would have to get rid of
Cat. Would have to go. Cat would have to go.
And I think I'm cool. I think I'm cool with that. If I'm New
York, man, Cat on the first thing smoking. He on the first thing smoking. The greatest shooting big man ever. And you proud of that. Yeah, get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Bro. Go shoot Milwaukee. Shoot all the threes you want.
Go take all the shots you want, all the threes you want, bro. Go play all the softball you want to and don't win nothing.
So I think they got the players. I don't know if they got the picks. New York got the picks to facilitate the deal.
Up all they picks for Bridges. And they're very close to the apron, so it would have to be Cat. Like they would have to give up big money in order to get and I hope he stays in the East, man. It seems like all the superstars go west.
Yeah.
He's the best player left in the East.
Yeah.
If he leaves the East, who's the best player in the East? Jalen Brunson?
It ain't no big man in the East. I mean, Embiid, but he's not always healthy.
Maybe Cade Cunningham.
That's what I'm saying. They got young guards coming up in the East, but as far as big man, Embiid, who else? As far as big man,
Pascal Siakam.
He's not really a big man. He like a wing.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't see no big man in the East. If Giannis leave, that's it for the big man. Hey, they released the All-Star rosters. Giannis was the only big man on there, and the rest was guards. You had Cade Cunningham, I think Jaylen Brown. The rest was guards, and Giannis was the only big man. They went to the West. They had Joker, Victor. They had a big squad. Shea,
Luka, Shai, everybody, man.
You got Bam in the East too.
That's what I would be saying.
I get what you're saying, though. I get what you said, though.
Yeah, he's like, man. He like,
I'm about to say, if that's the case, if that's the case, you got Nikola Vucevic in the East. He's still averaging a double-double.
Are you hearing the names rattling off as far as big man? You trying to find superstars and the names rattling off after Giannis? It's terrible, bro.
It is terrible.
So somebody put Durant from Detroit. He balling. Yeah, he balling.
Yeah.
Not out the text.
The big guy for the Pacers. The big guy for the Pacers. He blocking a lot of shots. The big 7-foot guy. I can't remember his name.
HOF. I'm a Pacers. He blocked shots. He hit three.
That's all he does. We throwing out big men. Like who they talking about? Like the East is trash, bro.
Yeah. That's why I hope
the East teams just don't draft well, bro. Like you got the Wagners down in Orlando, but are they really big men?
Yeah,
not really.
Yeah,
I think if I can take a guess where he's going to go, I'm going to guess the Knicks because I think that's a big market. They got the players, and I think they're going to do him a solid, and they got the assets to trade back as far as players go. So I would predict Knicks.
I know picks, though.
They don't got the picks. They don't have the picks, but I figure
if I'm a GM, give me 2 picks after Steph Curry retire.
Well, he gonna go to the West. All the picks in the West.
That's true.
So, is Tatum coming back this season?
If you look at a team like the Spurs, they can trade away a 20-point scorer to Milwaukee, and it doesn't even phase them. They give them 2 first-round picks, and it doesn't even phase them. Nobody making no money on the team, but the guard that they got from
Fox. Yep.
Yeah, that's Fox, it. Yeah. Nobody else on the team is making any money. Everybody on rookie deals or minimum deals.
Yeah. For sure. So okay, I predict the Knicks. Like they ain't got the picks, but that's my prediction. What's the prediction? Tell who you got prediction wise. Where you going?
In the East, I'm gonna say the Atlanta Hawks.
Okay.
In the West, I'm gonna stick with Phoenix looks good, but I'm gonna say Golden State.
Golden State. If Golden State pull that off, I would be shocked. I would be shocked if they able to pull that off. Mike, what prediction? Give me a team.
I'm going with the Celtics.
Ooh.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but
I'm going with the Celtics.
I mean, they got $200-300 million players. Brown and Tatum. Tatum injured and make it 300.
That's what I'm asking. Is he coming back this season?
I think he will because they're in contention. So I think he'll try to make a run and come back. But I think he's gonna try to come back. So, but I ain't mad at it, Vic. What's your prediction? What y'all?
Man, bro, it's just so hard to say though, bro. Like it's just so hard to say, man. I know. Honestly, the Knicks do make sense as far as like player wise and what they're trying to accomplish this year, but they just don't have the assets to get it done. So that's just hard for me to say that the Knicks. So, bro, it's like hard for me to say. I'm gonna say the Spurs, bro.
Spurs. Okay, Spurs. Hey, they got the assets. Thank you for the YouTuber checking in. He's Miami. We didn't talk about them so much, but I know I mentioned that they was in the running. They shot their shot. I heard I think it's Wiggins over there, right? So I heard his name. Pat Riley might come in there, throw his rings on the table, show Giannis Miami Beach or something, try to show him.
Yeah,
I don't know if
Miami he might tempt him with too.
Yeah. he might show Giannis, the Miami
Yeah,
atmosphere.
and he might tell Giannis, bro, bring your brothers along too. I'll put both of them on the roster.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up.
Wherever he go, his brothers got to go.
I was trying to say, is that part of the deal? Like,
I think it is. Because he wanted to come to the Bulls, his agent and all that, tried to talk to the Bulls about a trade, and Bulls wasn't interested, man, because taking on his, and you should be, but literally taking on his money and you got nothing else to go with him, you right back to where the square one. You finally getting some draft picks of your own, and just right now they wasn't a fit for him. That's why the Bulls had signed his brother one time when they had DeMar Lonzo was healthy.
Yeah.
And after they won, they was thinking about making a move for him. He signed that before he signed a long-term deal. But it didn't line up. He been wanting to play in Chicago for the longest, man.
Hey, shout out to YouTube, Alexia Colazzo, one of my classmates, showing some love. Appreciate you tuning in. Man, I think that y'all all made some good points, man. I think he gonna go to one of those teams. He gonna go to one of the teams we didn't yelled out. But the Nazis is definitely part of the deal, and I think it's hilarious. Like, yo, you want me? You got to bring my brother. And that's gonna make me comfortable.
And that's
what I'm saying?
Power, bro. To get your brother a $4 million a year job. Top of the world with you.
Like we giving LeBron kudos for getting Bronny in the league when he's not an NBA player. But hey, Giannis been doing it for years with his brother. So hey, it is what it is, man.
That's facts. Let me find out.
Overrated.
Let me find out. Giannis really showed LeBron how to work that power. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you how to do this power. But I got my brother coming with me everywhere I go. Now you do something. LeBron had to show. It's like, I'm gonna get my son in. But
right.
I look forward. Hopefully, February 5th, I think is the trade deadline, man. So I look forward to seeing where he go. We're gonna have to come back and definitely update that. I want to switch the mood over to football, though, man. Bill Belichick did not get voted to the Hall of Fame on the first ballot. We know he got 6 rings. They asked him about how he felt. He said, "I guess 6 championships ain't enough." I was listening to some sports talk today. Bill Polian came up. They saying. Now, remember, he's 83 years old. We remember he used to be in a Colts organization as well. There's stories going around that he was saying, yo, let's make Bill Belichick sit out a year for Spygate and Deflategate. I don't know how true it is. He said, I don't know if I remember voting for him or not. He said, I remember hearing something like that, but I don't remember. He is 83 years old. I don't know if he remember or not. But do y'all think Bill Polian has something with Bill Belichick not getting in the Hall of Fame?
That's a fact. That's a fact, Jack. I totally agree with that, man. That was my take on it. When somebody said that, I said, man,
Hey, man.
it was the cheating, man. If he
cheated.
didn't cheat, if it wasn't none of that, of course he's the first ballot. He's still gonna get in, right? But
Yeah.
Yeah.
man, that cheating dog, you got to sit out a year or so. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to hold you back, but
If
you
you
definitely going in.
if you
But
But
yeah, the cheating, that was it.
somebody said he paid his penalties though. He paid the fines. He lost draft picks. Like he paid his penalty when he was in the league. Should he still be having to deal with penalty even after the fact? Tell you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
man, because when you
Yep.
what you did is you cheated around championships and you won championships because of it, bro. It ain't just like you won some regular season games. Like, bro, you broke the code. Like you're filming the other team practice during Super Bowl week. Like, come on, you can't. Yeah, you got to pay some kind of fine for that. As a great coach as you are, you know what I'm saying? You're not a first ballot Hall of Fame just because of that. That's just the truth. You cheated, bro. Ain't no way around it. It just is what it is. You cheated. You're a cheater.
Hey, Austin Malone says, I hate Bill Polian. I'll say this. Bill Polian did ruffle some feathers when Lamar Jackson came to the league. He was hating on him a little bit, talking about he need to be a wide receiver and then respect him as a quarterback. And now look
Yeah,
at Lamar
yeah.
Jackson, you know. But Martell, what's your take on it?
Yeah, man. I mean, if you cheat, you got to take a seat. We also know a lot of that is media driven, and he wasn't that friendly with the media.
Yeah.
So
That's a good take. Good point. Good point, bro. Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he did a lot for the league, man. You know what I'm saying? Even post, you know what I'm saying, the cheating stuff, you know what I'm saying? So uh I think he's a Hall of Famer for sure, but
he gonna get in,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he gonna get in. But yeah, the first ballot, I mean, that's the reason why I think he's not because, of the deflate gate, the spy gate, stuff like that, and the film, and you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
he had a lot, he got a lot on his plate there.
It ain't clean. I'll say that. It ain't
It ain't clean.
a clean career, And I
Nah.
Right.
think when it comes to Hall of Fame, we see what happened in baseball. Barry Bonds, Clemens, ain't none of them getting in because of the stigma of the steroid era. So I think when you come across as a clean player or coach, then it's easier to get in. But if you got any blemish or any questions, they're gonna mess with you. And I think this is the first time that I've seen it in football. We've been seeing it for baseball for years when it comes to the steroid era. But it's football. I can't recall that somebody getting penalized for some type of scandal or something. But
Well, Tell hit the nail on the head. He was very standoffish with the media. We all saw that.
yes,
Even when he got caught up cheating, he didn't really like. Yeah, they paid all the draft picks, but he never really owned up to it, though. You know what I'm saying? He kind of like moved like I want to move away from that was his response to it. Let's go on to the next chapter. So he like y'all said, he gonna get in. He gonna get in. He's a great coach. You can't take away what he accomplished in his league. Still 6 Super Bowl champions, regardless of all of that. He'll get in, but you have to send some kind of message to these guys nowadays, man. Like you can't do that. You haven't heard about the Andy Reid's and none of them doing that. So
I wonder if Sean Payton keep going well. He had his scandal in New Orleans.
The
But
bounty.
the bounty gate. But we also remember Bill Belichick in his interviews. He was very stoic, like a machine, so to speak. He never really gave you anything. And writers is the one voting for you. These are the same guys that's interviewing you, trying to get content,
right.
and you never gave them nothing. So they probably like, yo, you ain't give us nothing, and you got these scandals on your record. Now you gonna sit out. And Bill Polian was probably hating on him too. So he got a lot going against him. I want to get to the comments real quick. Akeem Olajuwon, maybe he should have just lost 6 Super Bowls so he can be considered a GOAT coach. That's a decent take too. If you go to that many Super Bowls, you probably still got a chance of getting in, even though you lost them, just because you made it there. You know what I'm saying? So that's an interesting take. I don't know if it'll work, but Frank, let me see. Frank says, so does that apply to Tom Brady? How do y'all feel about the players? Because I think what happens is it's like the coach is the head man. The players are just doing what they was told. So I think that's why they don't get as much scrutiny as the head coach. Do y'all feel the same way? Tell what you think.
No, I don't think this. I mean, we just saw Tom Brady do too much greatness to try to hold him out for the first ballot. And that's the coach's decision. Yeah. Ultimately, even if Tom Brady wanted to do it, it was up to the coach to make it happen. Like you said, he's the lead. Everything got to fall on him. And we actually got to see Tom Brady's greatness. Yeah. I mean, we understand he's coaching, but we don't get to see everything that he's doing. So I don't think the same will apply to Tom Brady.
What you think, Mike?
Oh no, Tom's in for sure.
But you gotta
do I think he got a little something with the balls being deflated?
yeah,
Of course, of
yeah.
course. But I mean, he still got to throw the thing. You know what I'm saying? And
Bro, he was
still make the right decisions though.
but he probably was the one going like, oh man, it feel the ball the football feel better if it's a little bit, deflated. I can
Yeah,
throw a better ball.
and they just I guess kind of bent the rules on that. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no language to say that the balls have to be at a certain PSI. Am I correct or
I
wasn't it?
think that's how they got caught. Vic, is that correct? Do you remember? Ain't that how they got caught? Because the PSI wasn't at a certain level.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it was after the fact. So if they was already checked prior to playing, did they deflate them as the game was going on?
They just
You
had
know
a
what?
bag of balls.
Yeah. They
Uh-huh.
had a
They
whole
had
deflated bag. They
like
already
40.
had
They
ready.
got like 40 game balls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
They had the ball
yeah.
checked, but then they had another bag.
Yeah, they
yeah,
switched
you know what I'm
the
saying?
switcheroo.
Yeah,
They did the
they had to
switcheroo
switch the
dipsy doo
route.
doo.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, they did that.
But no, I don't think Brady will be penalized for that.
Uh,
'Cause, I mean,
Frank,
because then after that he won 3 more Super Bowls, 4 more Super Bowls
anyone.
after that. Yeah, so
Frank also said the media should not be voting. How y'all feel about the voting process? The media, the writers, and all of that stuff. Who should be voting for the Hall of Fame? Vic, what you think?
Man, honestly, I think it should be the players, the former players and current players.
I like that. I like
players
that.
and coaches,
Yep.
Yeah.
Not media. Not the
not
media.
media at all.
I mean, because you some of them never played the game. They'll know what it's like to be in that locker room with those brothers,
Mhm.
sacrificing different things that had to be made. But then you're going to be able to sit back because you went to 4 years of college and took broadcasting to tell me that I can go to a sport that to get into the Hall of Fame for a sport that I played 19, 20 years, blood, sweat, and tears in, and a guy from the media has a vote on my greatness. That's terrible.
Hey,
Mhm.
YouTuber says Brady is like Bonds. Do y'all think it's the same? I don't think it's the
No,
same.
nowhere near there, man.
Hey man, we
Nowhere near
remember
there.
Bonds was super skinny with Pittsburgh. And then,
Man,
he,
the 30-30 man. He's the 30-30 man in Pittsburgh, a
they
great
say he
player.
was already a Hall of Fame before the Roy.
Bro,
So
he was a great player in Pittsburgh.
yeah.
Him and Bobby Bonilla, Andy Van Slyke, I followed those teams, man. They
But
was
hey,
good, man.
we remember when he got on them Roys, they showed his head, bro. His head.
Bro, literally, Barry Bonds, if you look at it, we played for Pittsburgh and they lost to Atlanta in the 90 NLCS. You see how small he was. Man, 2 years later in San Francisco, dude was like the Incredible Hulk, man. They say his hat size went up like 3 sizes, man, and he put on like 80 pounds. And it was all like muscle. They're like, damn, how you put on 80 pounds in one season? He ain't no football player.
Bro, and I remember, dog. When he was on the Roy's, bro, that was the scariest buried. I remember, right, bro. They was walking him with bases loaded, bro. They would walk him with bases loaded.
Yeah, that's something that you'll never even see. Even Otani don't even get that respect.
No,
like we've never seen nothing like Barry Bonds' prime at the plate. No, we probably won't again.
And I was always of the mindset of, I don't know all the ins and outs of steroids and what you can do with them, but I was like, steroids didn't help your hand-eye coordination.
Hey man, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Steroids or not, I've never seen nothing like dude in his prime at the bat. I'm just saying it is what it is. That was just ridiculous, bro. It was just ridiculous.
Hey, he said Bonds was never busted. He wasn't. He never was busted. He was just named in a report. Bonds on steroid was a certified demon. That's facts. Y'all hating on Barry. No, I love Barry.
No, man, not at all.
No,
hey, no. We just saying I'm not hating on Barry.
I'm a fan.
Barry Bonds one of my favorite players.
Man,
boy.
I'm a fan of him.
I couldn't wait till them games came on.
I liked the buddy too. He played for the Indians and then he got traded and he took the prenatal to cover up the stuff. But before that, he was like ridiculous. He played for the Red Sox too. What was his name?
Oh, what position?
He's an outfielder. He took up the prenatal and still got busted. He took like prenatal medicine. He's supposed to cover up the roids, and he got busted. He still got suspended. Manny Ramirez. That was his name.
I was gonna say his name, but I was like, I think you was
I forgot his name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like him at the bat in his prime was like ridiculous too when he was on them roids, bro.
Hey,
yeah.
Some of the stories that was coming out was crazy. Even Roger Clemens' story, I think like his wife ordered it or something. Like, yo, it was all types of people involved. Like Andy Pettit, you know, him, Sammy Sosa couldn't speak
Maguire.
Yeah, bro. Jose Canseco just snitched on everybody. He
just told on everybody after he got busted. He's like, man, hey, if I'm going down, everybody going down with me. Nino Canseco.
Hey, Hakeem Olajuwon said, yes, steroids do help your hand-eye coordination, especially with years of muscle memory. Okay, all right, I stand corrected. Hakeem, did you take steroids?
I never took steroids.
I wonder if Hakeem Olajuwon 43-52 took steroids, and that's how he know or she know. I don't know if it's a man or a woman.
Right.
Tell us, Hakeem, have you taken steroids, and did it help you out with your hand-eye coordination? Austin Malone says not the same. No, Barry was never busted. He was not busted. That is a fact. But Belichick, man, we all know he's gonna get in, man. Tom Brady was mad about it. He spoke his mind. But y'all say, do y'all all agree that y'all think former players should vote on the Hall of Fame and not writers?
I agree.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. They should have a board of players, former players, maybe some current and some coaches as well, but not reporters.
I would love to see that switch too, but we'll see what happens. More football news. Todd Monken got named the Cleveland Browns head coach. And the first thing that I thought about is how will he work with Shedeur Sanders? That was my first thought. And going back, Todd Monken, you know, he's the former offensive coordinator for the Ravens. And so that's the first thing I thought. Lamar Jackson, MVP. I like Monken. I wanted him when Justin Fields was our quarterback. So I think this is a good move for the Browns and Shedeur. I know he's not as mobile as Lamar Jackson, but I think he can design some stuff. And with Shedeur's work ethic, I think this is a good move for Cleveland and Shedeur. Vic, what you think, Todd Monken?
If Shedeur is a starting quarterback, it'd be a good move. But don't forget, we got Deshaun Watson coming back off injury, and they're going to give him every chance to earn that $50 million as a starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. We all forgot that Deshaun Watson is on the bench making a hell of a lot of money. He's going to get every chance to start under this coach. They're not going to keep a $50 million backup. So it is if Shedeur is the starting quarterback. And like you said, I like Monken. I like what he did with Lamar. I like the Baltimore's offense and Lamar's MVP campaigns, different things like that. He's not a bad offensive guy. He's a good play caller and things of that nature. And I think it'd be pretty good for Cleveland just as overall. I think it was a good hire. I like him. He's a good coach. He's a good coach.
I like him.
He's a good coach.
And I still think I know Deshaun Watson coming back, but for some reason I think it's Shedeur's team now. I think they're gonna try to somehow get out of Deshaun Watson's contract. I think because he started the games that he started, he already started to train. And it's like I feel like you want to keep it moving.
Yeah, but see, you like you can get out, but it's gonna be the same as staying in because they guarantee them money. That's what made Lamar get that guarantee money. Like they didn't have to Cleveland mess themselves up. They didn't have to guarantee no money. He was already on a contract from Houston when they traded for him. They didn't have to sign him to another $250 million guaranteed. See what I'm saying? They guaranteed all his money. Not like. Yeah,
you know what happened? They thought he was gonna be great when he got him.
And now that they made that investment, they still got to give him a chance. He's gonna get a chance to be the starting quarterback, bro. He just is.
Mike, who you think gonna be the starter? And do you think Todd Monken is good for Shedeur?
Not sure who the starter gonna be, but definitely Todd Monken is a good hire. I mean, it's Shedeur's team right now. But I mean, you know, behind closed door, we don't know what that conversation is with Deshaun and them. Like I said, he's making $50 million. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm putting him out there. You know what I'm saying? Shedeur can learn from him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's still young, so you know what I'm saying? I mean, Shedeur's will be a great backup. You know what I'm saying? So and then Deshaun, you know, I mean, they might be able to trade him to somebody. Hell, I don't know. Hey, maybe trade him to Pittsburgh. That might be a good deal.
That's good. Now,
I mean, I know you don't want to trade them to your division rival, but I'm just saying, like Pittsburgh gonna be looking for a quarterback,
right? Because that'll make them hypocrites. The way they bitched about Joe Flacco going to the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? Pittsburgh, they were the biggest ones that whined about that last year.
You
Mm-hmm.
said trade Deshaun or Shedeur. I couldn't.
Deshaun.
Deshaun, yeah.
I think Deshaun. I don't know. If you know what you're getting with Deshaun at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right,
of the
right.
time missed away, and then
But
even when he was on the field, he
right,
wasn't.
but if you put him out there the first half of next year and he shows potential, you still can move away from him and go to Shedeur. You want to get
But
out
you
from that
know how
money in that situation, but
But
he
you know
gonna
how
have to he gonna have to risk. You gonna have to put him out there, and let him reestablish himself, and see can he play.
But you know how
Yeah.
football works. If Deshaun is doing well, and let's say for example the team doing well, they're gonna roll with it because they want to win. So I don't think you're gonna
Of
get rid of
course,
him if
of
you play
course.
well. Martell, what's your thoughts, man? Shedeur Sanders, Deshaun Watson.
I think Victor has some good points about the money being guaranteed.
Yeah.
You got to understand these people are asset management, and
Yeah.
$50 million is a huge asset. So I do think that they'll run with Deshaun to start the year because Shedeur was a late draft pick. So you can always move that and try to get some better assets back for that. I think they'll start with Shedeur, and then they'll go from there.
More
Not
Shedeur.
All right.
Deshaun.
Watson.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got you. Yeah, I figured.
I think
Yeah,
they
I know
go.
what he meant. I know what he meant. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know what he meant.
$50
I
million
get.
just sitting there on the bench. Like you have to figure out how to use that asset.
You do.
Listen, we seen Kirk Cousins. He make a lot of money sitting on the bench for Atlanta. It ain't the same, but he making a boatload of money in Atlanta, and they had Michael Penix starting. So it ain't
Well,
like we never seen it.
But his contract was about to expire, though, right?
Who?
Yeah,
Kirk Cousins?
they was in the same
Yeah,
boat though.
yeah.
They guaranteed
It was
that
only
boy
2
that
years.
money.
It was
They
only
did,
2
Mike.
years.
They did, but they guaranteed his money though. They guaranteed Kirk Cousins money, but they drafted Penix and did end up starting him over Kirk Cousins, even with the money that they had. So it's not like we haven't seen it before.
Oh yeah. That's real.
So
That's true.
Shedeur Sanders made it to the Pro Bowl as well. I heard a lot of people got something to say, but you know what? I came to the conclusion. He deserved to be a Pro Bowler. I'm gonna tell you why he deserved to be a Pro Bowler. Numbers wise, you probably say, heck, he don't deserve it. I think he 7 touchdowns, what was it, 10 interceptions or something, or 10 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. I don't know the exact
You
numbers.
said I had it right the first way.
Yeah, but I'll say this: the way they did him in the draft, he deserved this because he wasn't supposed to go in the 5th round. So I'm saying right now, Shedeur Sanders deserved to be a Pro Bowler based off how they did him in the draft. That's my reason for him being a Pro Bowler. Numbers wise, Vic, like you said in the text thread, you said the Pro Bowl is a joke anyway. So why not give him the incentives he might have in his contract? The money he might get from it because he lost money sliding all the way down to the 5th round anyway. So for him to recoup some of that, yes, Shedeur Sanders deserved to be a Pro Bowler. Vic, what you think?
I don't have a problem with it, man. Him or whoever else, man. I really don't have a problem with it because, like I said, bro, it's like the best guys have been bowing out for the most part because they're in the playoffs. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll have a problem with guys like him and guys like Mr. Trubisky making a Pro Bowl here and there. I don't have a problem with it. I don't.
And like you say, it's a joke, man. They doing flag
football. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't like. I'm happy. I'm happy for bro, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, get some of that money he recouped and some of the same lines. I'm thinking it's a joke. Let him go out there, man, and show the world who he is, and still kind of make a name for himself and say, hey, man, at least if he never paying out to nothing, hey, man, I made the Pro Bowl as a rookie. Yep. Now, if folks dig a little deeper, that's on them. But hey, he can say that
already. Hey, that's like putting something on your resume. I did it. People put like Grammy nominations and stuff all to get money.
Man, Jesus Christ, though, bro. Can we get into why so many guys say no and it's a joke? Because you know how they do it. They go with guys like the 2 guys that they pick or whatever. And I think Drake May was one of them. Obviously, he ain't gonna do it. He's going to the Super Bowl. Right. I want to say I think Bo Nix was gonna be one too. He broken up.
Yeah.
And then that was really it. But Josh Allen said no. He's been an MVP. He ain't doing no Pro Bowls and stuff like that. So you look at all them quarterbacks that kept saying no. Eventually, it got to Shedeur. He said yeah.
he said yes, I will.
Sure, I'm gone.
Hey, Mike, got any issues with Shedeur being a Pro Bowler?
Nah, no issues at all. And then the Pro Bowl voting, is by the peers and the fan base. So he got a good following. So a lot of people voted for him. You know what I'm saying? The whole city of Cleveland probably voted for him, and Colorado. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people was following a lot. Yeah, Florida. A lot of people just voting for Shedeur, so he had to get the votes to actually get in. They just didn't.
You probably Mississippi where he started at. He probably he had a call. He basically broke out a big
Yeah,
following. I ain't gonna lie.
a
He got
lot
a
of
lot of
people definitely
fans.
voted for him.
Yeah.
So
the whole
Yeah.
IG audience, I know his IG following great.
oh yeah.
You know, they doing their thing out there. Tell what you think about Shedeur making the Pro Bowl.
My only question is, when is the last time have y'all watched the Pro Bowl?
Oh, it's been some years.
See,
I
that's
probably
that's why
ain't
I said
watched
it's a
it, bro,
joke.
since he left
That's why I said
Hawaii.
it's a joke. Bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. And I remember this just because of one player the last time I watched it. Y'all remember Johnny Knox played for the Bears?
Yes. He broke his
He was
back.
a Pro Bowl. He was a Pro Bowler one year, and that's the last time I watched it.
Oh yeah. It was bad, bro. It was so bad. That's why they did flag football now.
So we talking about that man retired like what? 2012, 2011? Yeah. We talking 13 years since I've watched the Pro Bowl. So yeah.
So my answer is I don't think anybody gives a damn.
No, not at all. Not at all. One way or the other. No.
I just wanted to for all the haters that's mad like, oh, he don't deserve to be a Pro Bowler. Shut up, y'all.
I agree with you 100%, Al. Man, folks just always want to find something to hate and be mad about, bro. Like that is not. Learn how things work, and you wouldn't be mad at stuff like that. If you learn how things work, you wouldn't be mad at stuff like this. You just wouldn't.
Yes.
Somebody gonna hate on everything you do. Hey man, you just took a drink of water, man. Why you taking a drink of water, man? Somebody gonna find something down. They gonna roll with it. They gonna vote on it. Then they gonna go on to the next thing, man. So I'm glad you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that just increases his brand more. You know what I'm saying? He's able to showcase himself, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm all for it. I was surprised when I heard. I said, "Oh man, Shedeur made it." I was cool. I wasn't hating.
Hey, at first when it got announced, I laughed. And then when I seen some of the comments, I was like, then I thought about it, I was like, bro, the way they did him in the draft, you know what? Shut up. But then I was just thinking just now, can Shedeur come back to Cleveland? Like, hey man, I just made a Pro Bowl. Y'all gonna put me on the bench and I just made a Pro Bowl? Like he could say, like, I'm a Pro Bowler. You know what I'm saying?
He still got the camp and he still got preseason. He still got to go out there and earn it.
With him being such a low draft pick, he can hold out. That little money ain't nothing. He like literally, bro. He got more in his NIL, his bank account than in his next 3-4 years contract. He already has. He has what he will make from the NFL already in his account the next 4 years, unless he just steps up after the second year. Somebody just give him a great deal. So he can try to hold out on Cleveland if he want to. Like, man, y'all don't want to make me the starter. I ain't reporting the count. Y'all want to find me this little 30,000-40,000 is nothing.
Yeah. Straight Primo on YouTube says Shedeur has a great future. I think so as well. I agree with that. I think he got a
good work ethic, man. Like I talk to people that, you know what I'm saying, have been around like Dion and him, and they say this kid is he a workaholic. That's all you got to do to tell me. If you're willing to work at your craft and they say he the first and the last, I got to respect it. I think for that alone, I think he got the potential to be a great player. It's all about work ethic.
Salute to Shedeur Sanders making the Pro Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Recouping some of that money back. They hated on him, and look at him now. Couple things I want to get to before I get up out
real quick, Al. Hey, I might even tune in to the Pro Bowl now.
That is true. That's another aspect. He might bring more eyes to it now, just because
he got a big follow. Like literally, my brother-in-law had his jersey like 2 months ago. He is not even a Cleveland Brown fan. He's a Shedeur fan.
Yeah, that's
he had one of the hottest selling jerseys in the league this year.
I might tune in just for Shedeur myself. You ain't lying. I might. You just made me think about watching. Salute.
And that's is that this Saturday or Sunday?
I don't know. It's Saturday or Sunday.
It's one of them. It's one of them. I'm not sure which one is one of them.
You know, we because we ain't cared about it in so long. We don't know the day.
Right.
Well, it's always the weekend before the Super Bowl. We do remember that.
We don't know yet. Saturday or Sunday. We used to. Yeah, we usually know when the football.
We would know exactly when it came on back when all the best players were playing T.O. and all these guys out there, they actually trying to win. You know, that was the last time it was like 20 years ago, the last time the Pro Bowl was really popping.
Yeah. Couple more things I want to get to. I'm gonna give my church scripture, and then I got a day in the life of Al real quick. So the church scripture today is Matthew 24:44 and Matthew 25:11 and 12. And I did these scriptures because somebody sent me a video of somebody of a minister preaching on something, and then I was like, I'm interested in what it means. So first scripture is Matthew 24:44. This is what it says. let me take this off so everybody can see the whole thing. But it says, so you also must be ready because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you don't expect him. So when I looked at that, it was like, you also must be ready. So I was like, what does that look like? What does ready actually mean? And so as I was reading the scripture, my Bible got like context at the Bible. I came to the conclusion that basically, because I was like, okay, what if I was thinking, like, what if I'm playing basketball when Jesus returns or whatever? Is that ready? Is that considered ready? And I came to the conclusion that I think you just need to have your relationship with God together, your relationship with Jesus, your belief in God together, trying to obey commands, trying to live as holy as you can according to the scriptures of the Bible. And I think so I came to the conclusion, like, if you just out just maybe doing recreational stuff like basketball or just like me, like we might go shoot pool tonight, like there's nothing wrong with that. Hopefully you ain't being caught in sin when he come back. That I don't think that's a good look. But I think, but you want to be ready. And I always think about the comment, like, stay ready so you won't have to be ready. So that's the first one. And then the second one was, this was like a story he was showing a story that if he comes and you're not ready, this is what will happen. And so I want to focus on the part when it says, Lord, Lord, open the door for us. But he called back, believe me, I don't know you. So you too must keep watch, for you do not know the day or the hour of my return. And so this was a story saying that Jesus came back when people wasn't ready, and then they was asking him to open the door, and he said, "Nah, I don't know you, because you wasn't walking the walk that you needed to be walking. You wasn't walking or trying to be ready for me. And so now that I'm here and you're not ready, I don't know you." And so I think it's a warning to people. If you believe in God, if maybe you've been struggling. I know I have moments where I struggle, and so this made me think, okay, I need to let's tighten up. Let me work on my faith, my relationship with Jesus, because I don't want to be caught not ready. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I want to be ready when it's that time. And so if y'all want to check out those scriptures, Matthew 24:44, Matthew 25:11, check it out for yourself, read it, and get from it what you might get from it. But those are my scriptures for the day. A day in the life of Al. I went to go get some food today. Culver's. Haven't had Culver's in a long time. I was about to get White Castle, but last time I got White Castle, my stomach was in a knot. I said, no more, no White Castles today. But I said, I'm gonna get some Culver's. I went to Culver's and I got my food, but what struck me was the customer service. And it wasn't bad customer service. It was like robot customer service. They brought me my food, and the dude basically sounded like a robot, like he was trying to remember his lines. And for me, it was like, all right, man, you did your job, but I don't like robotics. I don't want you to remember your lines. You could just have a good day. Don't sound like a robot. I could be tripping. Do y'all have a problem with robots? Like if they trying to read, like if they just thank you for your time. Thank you. Like if they sound like that, does it matter to you? I'm a person's person. You know what I'm saying? I want the real feel. I think Whole Foods got some great customer service. Chick-fil-A, great customer service. Those two stand out. And it's real. It ain't robotic. None of that. It's absolutely real. How do y'all feel about customer service? Do the customer service thank yous mean anything to y'all? How do y'all feel about it?
Oh yeah,
I would say was that young man or woman? Was that young? Was they a younger person?
Young man.
Most teenagers or young folks are like that. When you go to Whole Foods or Chick-fil-A or someone's kind of more of a people person, they're probably a little older, not old like 40s and 50s. So I'm saying, like 25 or early 20s, maybe mid 20s, a little bit more seasoned. They've been around the block a few times. But, 17, 18, 16, they like, hey, they try to remember their lines. That's my opinion.
And I was happy for him. Like, and that's a good point. He was a young guy. He was probably like, man, I don't want to get fired. I want to make sure I get this right. And as he get more comfortable, maybe he'll have more personality. Teo, how you feel about customer service?
I mean, I'm huge on customer service, especially because in the world we live in today, it's kind of non-existent.
Yeah.
You talk about robots. That's what everybody wants you to talk to. Every company wants you to talk to robots.
Yeah.
As far as that situation, I think Culver's is one of the places that has decent customer service.
Yes,
compared to like a McDonald's or a Burger King. You go to some of these places, and it's like they mad that you came. Right?
Yes.
So I think it's the culture which the company sets, and I think those places do a good job with it. But that man could have been having a bad day. You know what I mean? He could have got some bad news. So you try to get grace to people. But I'm huge on customer service. But it seems like it's going away, and companies don't really care about it.
Yeah. And I don't think like I said, he wasn't bad. It was just robotic. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was having a good day or a bad day. It was just robotic. Vic, what you think about customer service in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Just don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't overdo it. I mean, like you said, have a nice day. Thank you. Come again. And you keep it moving, man. Don't, you know what I'm saying, man? Thank you. You ordered one of our best meals on the menu and it has this many grams of dog. My food getting cold, dog. You know what I'm saying? My food getting cold, dog. Just thank you. I'll see you next. I'll see you next time, my boy.
I think next time I come across something like that, I might say something. I was like, "Hey, good job, but it's okay to show your personality."
Yeah,
Say
what's up, man. How you doing?
Yeah,
be yourself.
Hopefully I don't get him fired. He shows personality now. Now he
nice
talking to you, fam.
He need to be robotic. Maybe he from the block, and
he's trying to break that cycle. I feel you, Tell. He trying to break that cycle.
Trying to learn his white man voice. He got
that's true. Yeah. Hey, we all got those.
Yeah.
I put those on a few times for sure. So that's it, though, man. Listen, we about to get up out of here. Appreciate everybody tuning in to the show. I do want to let everybody know, hey, sponsorship opportunities available. Y'all got a business y'all want to promote, y'all can do that. Support the show, send stars, subscribe to the YouTube, get the numbers up, follow us on Facebook, IG, TikTok. I got the Yellow Island Pals long sleeve on right now. We still merch. Fernando ordered his hoodie. We shipped that out to him. He got his hoodie. So we still got merch on deck. Vic, you have something to say?
Yeah, I know we're going to save certain topics for later on, so maybe we need to get a chat going or something so we can discuss the Super Bowl, a little early.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I said we're going to do the Super Bowl next week because that's going to be leading up to Sunday.
Close to the game, yeah.
Mike also said a recap on the Bears. I was supposed to do that last week, but we didn't have a show last week. Any thoughts, Vic, Mike? Recap on the Bears season or the recap on the
it was a great ride, man. I haven't had that much fun watching the Bears in years, man. I'm talking about even when they were good.
Yeah,
I didn't have this much fun watching them. The game was so much fun. Like America's team is back, man. That's all I gotta say. The real America's team is back.
Hey, I see Martell face switching up. You got a problem with what he said, man?
No. I'm not a Bears fan. But I watched a couple games with you, Alan.
Yeah. You want to come over to the side?
And I was rooting for him. It reminded me of the Pacers in the playoffs, like all those magical comebacks.
Yeah, man.
So I was rooting for them. They should have went for 2 when they had the momentum, but if was a 5th. But yeah, I was rooting for them. I don't know if they're America's team, but
I like it, Vic. The new America's team, Dallas.
Hey,
trash
bro.
anyway.
That's what Otis Wilson said. That's where I got it from. When the Bears 85 Super Bowl, he said they went into Dallas and they won 44-0. He said they took that to Dallas being America's team personal when the Chicago Bears are the charter franchise of the league. He said if anybody's American team, it's the first team.
Talk that talk, Otis Wilson. Mike, recap for the Bears.
Oh yeah, man, it was a great season, man. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely highly impressed, by the coach, the way he came in and turned them boys around. I was excited for, you guys, my peers, my friends. my brothers. As far as the game, they have a lot to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the moment I don't think the moment got too big. I don't think they took advantage of the moment.
Yeah.
So I think they kind of
Yeah,
played around with
yeah,
it a little bit too
yeah,
much. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But the defense, to me, the defense probably played their best game of the season.
Back to back
And
weeks. Yeah.
yeah, I think they played their best game of the season. And that last drive, I think Caleb could have kept a little bit more close to the chest. Like, you know, just keep the ball, you know what I'm saying? Like, just move it. You don't need that many yards. You know what I'm saying? I think they were just kind of in the moment and, kind of
I
got
wouldn't have
beside
minded seeing
themselves
being
a little
running
bit.
one more time, to be honest with you. And if we didn't get it, put it back on your defense. They've been playing well, bro. You held the Rams
Yeah,
to 20 points. Well, 17
yeah,
actually at that time to 17 points. Get back over to your defense. It was a lot of learning going on there too when it came to that thing, like by the coaches, by the players.
Yeah.
There was a lot of learning going on right there though too. So
yeah.
Real
You
quick, I
have to
want
take advantage of the opportunities. Doomsday dropped the pass. You know what I mean? You don't want to harp on that. It was
yeah.
they
early,
dropped the
but it's
touchdown
like
of the game. Yeah,
you
but
could
I
go you
mean,
could go back
you have to
and
hop
talk
on it
about
because
that.
that was part of our struggles. Even though we were scoring points, we were a good offense. We still had a lot of drops to where we could have been a great offense. We could have blew teams away, and they don't have to be them great comebacks like Caleb. Mike, I agree with you 100%. Like we had
Mhm.
so many drop passes this year, it was ridiculous, man.
And
I know.
another thing, go ahead,
Yeah.
Al.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Mike. You go ahead.
Just another thing, not just the Bears, just a lot of teams in general. I get it, you know what I'm saying, the new age and going for it on fourth down, but man, a lot of it be kind of I want to say kind of ridiculous, man. Just like
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
say, for
when
example,
it's
like Denver,
like
you have
in
your
another
backup
in another
quarterback in, and you
um
take the 10 points. Like New England might have been a different game,
Yeah.
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
that's like
And
me saying.
I,
That's
I
what I'm saying.
get I get coaches.
I never understand like in a nothing game and you're in field goal range and it's the first quarter. Like, why wouldn't you take the 3 points?
Right.
I get you
Right.
trying to get momentum, and 3 points are momentum. They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
You got to realize that is though. And that's the problem with being him and this dang on Dan Campbell. They don't believe in punting, man.
Let me ask y'all this real quick, because Martell said something. I think hindsight is 2020. Martell said they should have went for the 2. Y'all think I'm okay with what he did? Me personally, I would have been shocked if he did, because I think if you go for the 2 and you don't make it, he's gonna get killed in the media. But Vic, what do you think about should
At
they have
first,
went for 2?
At first, I was saying, yeah, I thought he was gonna do it, and my wife said, no, he ain't gonna do it. She had enough guts. She's like, no, he ain't gonna
Yeah.
get fired, or he don't want to get not get fired, but he
Yeah.
don't want to get booed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but I thought he was. I thought he was just going for the gusto. We played with house money. He was gonna
Yeah.
go for it in Green Bay that other week. So
Yeah.
I literally thought he was, but he didn't. And I mean, it was what it was, man. It was what it was. But I literally thought he was gonna go for 2, though. I did. So either way, I'd have been cool with it either way. Like I said, it was a lot of
Yeah.
learning going on, man.
Mike, what you think? Go for 2?
Uh, Yeah, that crept in my mind, but I said they had failed on so many fourth downs
Yeah.
earlier. It was
Yes.
kind of like,
Yes.
you know, what I'm
You gonna
saying like
lose the game?
now if they were 3 for 4, 4 for
Right.
4 on fourth
Right.
down early, got the momentum,
Right.
just to get the 2 yards. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Like, hey, we've been running our best 2 yard plays, 3 yard plays all game. It's been working. It
Yeah.
wasn't working. So
I don't.
let me take
I,
that and then the way they caught the touchdown, it was dramatic fashion. So you didn't want to kind of kill that moment. So either way would have been. I mean, either way was.
I think on the road he do it. At home, I don't think you want to go out like that. On the road, I think he would have did it. At home, I think
Yeah,
you got the crowd behind you. You know, you tie the ball game up, and then they defense got a 3 and out. So then you definitely think you're gonna win when you get the ball back after you get your defense to get
yeah.
them to 3 and out.
Yep,
So
and then you
That's
make
got
it
a
what
few
that's
work.
what
plays
that's
you
what they'll
drive
learn. That's
momentum.
what
You
they'll
were
learn
driving the
from.
ball, and
Yeah, yeah,
we all know what happened
To
after
me,
that.
to me, the first drive was key. They got the
yes,
ball,
absolutely.
they drove down, they moved the ball.
Take the
The
point.
Rams defense stopped them. Take your 3, man.
Yep.
Reward your
Yeah, and the
offense
Rams defense
with
didn't really stop him.
something.
Rome dropped the touchdown, bro. We're gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, he
Rome
did. He
dropped that
did. He
Yeah,
ball.
dropped the touchdown. Yeah, yeah, he
yeah, he
did.
dropped the
And I think
touchdown. So then after that, they get the ball, they go right down and score. You know what I'm
yep.
saying?
Now you
So it's
behind
like,
it. Now you
Yeah,
behind the A ball. Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I
because
think.
to me, you gave them momentum.
Yep.
Once
yeah,
you
Yep.
got it,
yeah.
Yep.
they got that momentum. I
Yeah, after
seen
Rome
that
dropped that,
live,
you
man.
supposed to took
I
that
done seen
3.
that too
I'm with
many
y'all, bro.
times.
On that
I,
fourth
Yeah,
down, we
seen that too
supposed to
many
took that
times.
3.
I think this can be a learning experience for Ben as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully it could be a learning experience and he
I
gets
hope
better
so.
from it. Yeah. But hey man, appreciate y'all brothers, man. We getting up out of here. We'll see y'all next week. We out.
Peace.
Love.
Low, Allen Pants.